Sancho has done a job, but he's not at the level of Neto and Madueke. So for me, going forwards, I don't have a problem with this at all. This looks very strong.
Well, listen, while we're on that subject, very quickly, we do have some transfer news for you involving Chelsea. TalkSport understands that Liam Delap to Chelsea this summer is a very strong possibility. That's what TalkSport has been told. Very strong possibility. He's definitely going somewhere. The question is where. TalkSport understands the answer is Chelsea. Brief word on that?
I personally would like to see a bit more of an experienced striker. I've talked about how it's really important to have that extra option. I mean, it's good that Chelsea are going for a striker, but they seem to be still going for a young one. I just think Chelsea Football Club, again, to go back to where they need to go back to, they need someone who can guarantee you goals. And he's a good player, great potential, but doesn't guarantee you goals. It's a big step up.
More on that on our social media platforms and on the website talksport.com. You're listening to Kickoff on TalkSport with Ladbrokes 18+, BeGambleAware.org. Roma, West Ham, Olympiacos, the only three winners of the Europa Conference League so far. Spurs, in the first year, didn't get out of the group in the competition. Spurs unable to complete a game with Rennes that year because of COVID. Last season, Villa got done both legs of the semi against Olympiacos. Big chance missed for Villa there. The growth of this competition clear, though. There was a mad scramble for tickets when West Ham won it. The stadium in Prague that year holding only 20,000 fans. This stadium in Poland holds 40,000, and we're in that number on TalkSport.
TalkSport Bet. If you want to flutter, punters know it's the only place to go. Football, GGs, cricket, golf and Grand Prix are live online casino. Just tap to find it on the app. TalkSport Bet, the broadcast bonus bookie, keeping you on track with all the sporting stats. Steeple chases, even title races, looking after sports fans. You know, cause TalkSport Bet is the app that does all that. It's the only place to go.
18+, BeGambleAware.org.
With Finance Claims Expert, it takes you 60 seconds to check if you could qualify. Text SPEED to 88440 now. That's SPEED to 88440 now. Claims can be made for free via the Financial Ombudsman.
Want to hear something incredible? If you want big slots like Fire and Rose's Joker, Big Bass Splash, Immortal Romance 2, and over 1,000 more. Pounds deposit, up to 50 times wagering, max stakes apply. Visit 32red.com for full terms.
That's not simple. That's not simple. Now that's simple. Hastings Direct Car Insurance is simple, because when life is this complicated, finding a great deal shouldn't be. Great cover, great price, and a great app makes us one of the UK's top choices when comparing car insurance online. Hastings Direct. Simplicity is the best policy. For verification, see hastingsdirect.com/verify.
Ah, cricket. The unmistakable sound of leather on willow.
Absolute beauty.
Fireworks.
Got the distance. Power ballads.
And T-shirt cannons.
What a catch.
Vitality Blast is back with the biggest local rivalries.
Cartwheeling stumps.
And sixes in the sun.
Oh, wonderful technique.
Have a blast with men's and women's T20 cricket starting 29th of May.
Search Vitality Blast to get your tickets now.
Celebrate the drama of the finals and get set for the summer with Coral's Footy Fan Face-Off all this week on TalkSport. Register to play now at talksport.com/win and you could bag the fans' ultimate football package, including an outdoor cinema system, a season-long subscription to watch the Premier League, a barbecue and a voucher to throw the ultimate garden party. Whatever kind of fan you are, play Coral's Footy Fan Face-Off all next week on TalkSport with Coral. We're here for it. 18+, gambleaware.org.
Conference League live on TalkSport with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whether you're on holiday, at home or away this summer, Enterprise has locations all over Europe and a vehicle that's just right for you.
Tomorrow night from 7, step up to the Yorkie for the Premier League Darts Final 2025 on TalkSport.
That treble 20 is getting pulverised.
Live and exclusive commentary of all the double top drama.
He's hit it again!
Direct from the O2 Arena on TalkSport.
Well, this time last week, TalkSport was in Bilbao and Spurs won a trophy. Yeah, it really did happen. Spurs won a trophy. We're in Wrocław in Poland this week to see if Chelsea can win a European trophy as well. Fantastic moment earlier when the referee and his assistants came out to look at the pitch, and as they stepped onto the grass, there was a huge roar of noise from the Betis fans. The officials all looked up thinking they were being greeted warmly, fat chance, They then realised when they saw the big screen that the fans were cheering the arrival of the Real Betis team bus at the stadium. They were showing it on the big screen. The Betis fans outnumbering Chelsea in the city centre in the Market Square, and the noise levels in the stadium so far have been ramped up by the Spanish. They've been in here for a good couple of hours now. It's Chelsea against Real Betis. Let's get an odds update with Ladbrokes.
Odds update on TalkSport with Ladbrokes. Get money back as a free bet up to £10 if one leg of your Football 5 Plus acca lets you down. Pre-match straight line accas only. Odds are 3-1 or greater. 18 plus gambleaware.org.
And Chris Wood from Ladbrokes is with us. So what about this final here in Poland, Chris? Real Betis taking on Chelsea.
Yep, Chelsea reasonably strong favs tonight. They're 4-5 to win in 90 minutes. The draws 11-4, and Betis at 130. Chelsea have been pretty strong in the market all day, and obviously named a pretty strong team. Other than potential issues at centre back there with Badia Chile playing, they're 2-5 to lift the trophy. Betis 7-4. Chelsea are 15-2 to win in extra time. Betis 12-1, and you can have either team to win on penalties at 9-1. Over 2.5 goals there, 3-4. I think that looks a bit short. I think it will still be fairly cagey. You can back under 2.5 at even money, over 3.5 at 9-5. The main goal threats there for Betis is going to be Isco. He's 13-2 to score the first goal, 9-4 to score any time. Anthony, obviously having a great close to the season after his nightmare at Manchester United. He's 9-1 to score the first goal, 3-1 to score any time. Cole Palmer's obviously going to be the man that Chelsea look to make the difference. He's 5-1 to score the first goal, 6-4 any time. Nicholas Jackson back in. He's 11-2 to score the first goal. And Pedro Neto, I think he's had a really strong sort of ending to the season. He's 9-1 to score the first goal, and he's 19-5 to have an assist as well.
Chelsea, we know, are in the Champions League next season. I'm intrigued by how you're valuing Chelsea next season. What do you got to say?
Well, yeah, so I had a look at them today, and I think they'll be in around the sort of 20-1 mark. We haven't actually priced the whole market up yet, but I think that we'll be looking at them sort of around the 20-1 mark, possibly as big as 25-1 there. Man City will still be one of the favs along with PSG, Real, and Barca. I'd imagine they'll all be around the sort of 4-1, 5-1 mark.
Well, listen, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Chris. That was a look at the latest odds with Ladbrokes. 18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Odds update on TalkSport with Ladbrokes. Supercharge your odds with our Odds Boost button. Selected markets applies to first £50 of stake. Terms apply. 18 plus. GambleAware.org.
Well, Real Betis have just come out to warm up, hence the escalation of noise in the stadium here on TalkSport. The Chilean Manuel Pellegrini has been at Betis 5 years now, won the Copa del Rey 3 years ago. 11 years ago this month, Man City beat West Ham 2-0 to seal the only Premier League title for Pellegrini at City. He also had a year and a half at West Ham where they broke the transfer record a few times while he was in charge, but he was sacked Christmas 2019, 17th in the table, West Ham, when he went. Couldn't stop losing home games. I had a good look at Pellegrini when he walked out on the pitch earlier this evening. He looks much younger than he looked at West Ham, but then that will surprise nobody. You're listening to the Conference League final live on TalkSport with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whether you're on holiday at home or away this summer, Enterprise has locations all over Europe and a vehicle that's just right for you. Betis fans love their loan signing, Anthony. It's only when you talk to them that you realise how highly they rate him. 3 years ago, Man United paid Ajax 82 million plus for Anthony, their third most expensive player ever at the time. He scored on his debut against Arsenal, scored in his second game, a Manchester derby, and he then became the first United player to score in his first 3 Premier League games for the club. He also scored against Barcelona in the Europa League playoff. He scored in United's epic 4-3 FA Cup win over Liverpool. He started the League Cup final that United won against Newcastle in 2023, but then it went wrong. The 23-24 season started with off-field allegations and continued with accusations that he was an expensive flop, a show pony, a showboater with no end product. But on loan at Real Betis this season, he has been a star.
takes it down, left footed.
Drives it towards the far corner. What a terrific goal.
Well, let's see how Anthony gets on. Short run-up, left-footed shot, beats the keeper into the bottom right-hand corner.
He needs more confidence. If you remember the Anthony in that play against Ajax, he lacks a little bit of confidence to go to 1 against 1, so he will improve.
I don't want to hammer the guy Anthony, but he's been one of the worst signings we probably ever had.
Pound for pound, has there been a worse Premier League signing ever than Anthony?
I spoke with him before he came into Betis. He told me that he was not playing because he was not happy, but he had a lot of complaint about what he has